So today is December 13th and 12:13. What a coincidence. December 13th at 12:13. Uh yeah, all the prices are going crazy still. Like Bitcoin's kind of subsided, but Ethereum's been going up like a lot. Uh so how is Coinbase handling all this? How is Coinbase doing? Well, if you heard who I'm on hold with, it's not Coinbase, it's GDAX. Uh, every time I call GDAX, and this has been going on since Monday, I started trying to call them. I'll show you what my issue is. Oops, I just hung up. That's okay though. So when I sign into GDAX, I get this error message. Now, I've never used GDAX before, but I've had a Coinbase account since 2015. And I'll show you my Coinbase account in a bit. But it says, action required, trading functionality has been temporarily suspended on your GDAX account. In order of whatever, please contact support at coinbase.com. So I've emailed that address, and I just get replies saying that that email address is no longer active for support, and to contact their actual support system, either by phone or online or whatever. So from what I understand, so I've had this account issue for a couple months now, and I didn't really think to resolve it or anything because I didn't need it, I guess. So I remember getting an email from GDAX or Coinbase saying that the issue was because my Coinbase account says Anthony and then my middle initial and then my last name, but my bank account just says Anthony and then my last name. So there's a information mismatch between my Coinbase account and my bank account, and so that's the email that I got like a while ago, but it doesn't really make sense because my Coinbase account. Let's see if I can get to it. I had a Coinbase account open since 2014, and I've never had a problem with using them before or anything. So here you could see here's like a transaction that I made in December 1st, 2016. That was my last transaction with Coinbase for a purchase, but like all my and then my first transaction, I'll show you that too, why not? My first transaction is 2014 right there. So and this is all like purchases coming from my bank account. I never sold on Coinbase ever before. So it's not like I've ever had like suspicious activity or anything, and it's only uh, like when I was working, I would buy like $50 every couple weeks worth of Bitcoin, uh, and that's all that my transactions were. Uh, yeah. So yeah. So for some reason, my account is restricted on Coinbase here, and from what I understand, I guess it's because there's an information mismatch, which I've had the same information since 2014, and it's always worked fine before. But yeah, so for some reason my Coinbase account is restricted, and I still have access to sell, and it seems like uh, I could sell to my bank account. So I've been trying to get in touch with Coinbase and GDAX. I think GDAX might have lower fees than Coinbase, so that's why I'm trying to get in touch with GDAX since Monday. And what happens with GDAX, and GDAX is who I was on the phone with before. With GDAX, they'll I'll be on hold for like 42 minutes, 45 minutes, somewhere around there. And then they'll just say to call back later and they'll hang up the phone call. So I did that at Monday. I sat at a bar and had a couple drinks, and I had like 2 or 3 calls to GDAX while I was there. There was actually one during the day, and then I went down to the bar for the next 2 calls. So then here's what happens when I call Coinbase's phone number now.
Thank you for calling Coinbase. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. If you believe your account has been compromised, please press 1. For all other issues, please stay on the line. We are currently experiencing a large volume of calls and will not be able to assist you in a timely manner. Please call back another time or submit a request by visiting support.coinbase.com.
Yeah, so then Coinbase just hangs up on you, so their phone support is useless. So I've also emailed them a bunch of times and contacted their support through their support system a bunch of times over the last 3 days and haven't heard anything back. And this is my latest one that I would send. Says, please help me. I've been trying to get in touch for more than 3 days. My account is restricted and I don't know why. I really need access to my account so I can sell. This is my, can't read, 4th time contacting email support. Been calling nonstop since Monday between Coinbase and GBAX. Never getting an answer. Please. And I feel that I'm not the only one that is this desperate. I feel that I'm not the only one who's this desperate trying to sell cryptocurrencies that we've been hodling for years. And I kind of, I don't know what to say. Like, obviously me wanting to sell, and if there are more people that want to sell, which I don't see why there wouldn't be, like the tax year is ending, so people probably want to sell to get this done on their taxes. That's one of the reasons I want to sell, is to put all this on my tax return this year, and then next year I can sell more and keep myself in a lower tax bracket. So I feel that Coinbase, my suspicion is that Coinbase being down and like my account's restricted for really no reason, in my opinion. Like, I don't do anything illegal. I've never done that or anything like that. So I think people being unable to sell is probably what's keeping these prices up and driving prices up. And so this isn't the first time that I've seen exchanges do this, where people really want to sell and the exchange is offline and stuff. And I'm not saying Coinbase is doing this, because I have no proof, but I have witnessed this with Mt. Gox when the Bitcoin prices were rising, like from $100 to around like $1,300 in a couple days. Mt. Gox was the largest exchange and where all the traffic went through, and that was like where people, like the easiest path for people to sell. So when Mt. Gox was down, they pretty much controlled the price. Like, if no one can sell, then that would just drive prices up even more. So there's like the theory that Mt. Gox was doing that to recover stolen or lost bitcoins or whatever, saying that they were artificially inflating the price of Bitcoin by not letting users sell. This way they could buy Bitcoin on their own cheaper than market price. And if that doesn't make sense, what I'm saying is, if I can explain that better, by having by having sells restricted on Mt. Gox's exchange, and that would increase the price of Bitcoin because there wouldn't be as many Bitcoins available and there wouldn't be people selling. So that drives up the price of Bitcoin. But in reality, Mt. Gox could be selling those Bitcoins at the price that they paid for them themselves, which would be obviously much less because they're controlling the value of Bitcoin going up through not having people sell. So then Mt. Gox would use that extra money that they made off of these sales by artificially inflating the price to purchase new Bitcoins at a lower price. So then as soon as Mt. Gox opened up trading again, this is like the idea or the plan, as soon as Mt. Gox opened up trading again and all these people like me that are like really wanting to sell start like flooding in, Mt. Gox would be buying all these orders with the extra money that they made from the buyers at buying at the inflated price. So that was Mt. Gox's plan to recover their lost Bitcoins. So this situation does remind me a lot of Mt. Gox back in 2013, and I don't have any evidence that there's anything wrong with Coinbase. It's just my suspicion or whatever. So I don't know. There are like other ways that I could sell what I want to sell and all that. It's just such a hassle that you don't really want to do it. But all right, I'm gonna edit this video and get it up. Take care, guys. 1,000 subscriber Q&A is gonna go down. I guess I should make a video about it. I don't know how popular it's gonna be, how much interest it's gonna get, because I don't get a lot of traffic to my channel. But if anyone has questions, leave them below. That's it. Bye.
Put your hands together. Yeah.